Hello students, this is Dr. Sagarika Mahanta, your English teacher. Today I am going to discuss about Malguri Days by R.K. Narayan. You are already acquainted with some short stories written by R.K. Narayan as per your syllabi. So let us know more about the author and more about the setting where these short stories have taken place. The full name of R.K. Narayan is Rashipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Narayanaswamy, but in short he is known as R.K. Narayan. He was born in 1906 and passed away in 2001. He was a very famous Indian writer and is especially known for his work which was set in the fictional South Indian town of Malgudi. He was one of the leading Indian literature figure. Along with Mukraj Anand and Raja Rao, R.K. Narayan formed the three pillars of early Indian modern literature. And Narayan's greatest achievement, we can say, is that through his work, he wrote novels also and short stories also. And through this work, he made India accessible to the outside world. We know that people outside India hardly know the real India very minutely. But it was through his writing that India became more popular among the people outside India. Let us discuss about the writing style of the author. From the stories, you have already understood that he highlighted the everyday life of the common characters. If you can name some of the characters, if you remember, just you imagine about the life of the astrologer who knew nothing about astrology, but how he convincingly used to predict the future of the people. Or you can say the life of the postman, the gatekeeper, or the blind beggar. So through these characters, we find out how nicely he has captured the lives of the common people, common life, everyday life. And for these reasons, his short stories have been compared with those of Guy de Maupassant. You know who is Guy de Maupassant? He was a famous French short story writer and one of the pioneers of the naturalist school. You know, through his short stories also, we can find the life of the common French people. He described the social forces, of course, with a bit of pessimism and in a negative light. But he had the ability to compress a narrative. What the novelist wanted to say in hundreds of pages, they can very clearly bring out the story within a few pages. Again, about Narayan's writing, he had a very unpretentious way of writing, which means that his style was very authentic, genuine. He never tried to pretend as if the characters were pretending their characterizations. No, the characters were as if they are living their daily life, going on with their normal work schedule. And we are very pleased to find that when we read the characters, we find the element of humor. It's not that we will laugh aloud in reading his short stories, but yes, we feel like smiling now and then because we can understand that there is a tint of humor in the characterization of his characters. R.K. Narayan focused on ordinary people. So just as I talked about the numerous characters that we had been reading in our short stories, it feels like that they are some of our next door neighbors, or maybe the life of our cousins, or maybe the people whom we know very well. So it makes so easy for the readers to relate to the topic as well as to relate to the character. We feel that we can connect to the characters in some way. And a biggest quality R.K. Narayan had was that he was able to focus, to portray very easily the intricacies of the Indian society. Our Indian society is a complex structure with so many different people belonging to different caste, religion, creed, color, community, with different sets of customs, traditions, and etc. etc. So it's so difficult to portray the Indian society in a fixed rules of writing. But Narayan never had to modify his writing style to conform to the fashion that were relevant to the fiction writing. He had a very unique style of making out the characters and of depicting, portraying the complexities of the Indian life. And the dialogues which we find in the short stories, they had overtones of Tamil language. Since R.K. Narayan was from South India, so it's very natural that we find some hint of his place, of his upbringing in his writings. According to the Pulitzer Prize winner Jhumpa Lahiri, Narayan's short stories gave the same feeling when we read the novels. The short stories as well as the novels had the same captivating feeling. You don't feel like keeping a novel down unless you have gone through the last page. Similarly, the short stories also, in a few 2-3 pages, he will capture the whole story of a novel. It's a very unique quality he had. And he used more of description. He didn't analyze his characters, why they were like this, why they did whatever they did, what was the reason behind it. No, he wanted to describe as they were, and he had an objective style which made him easier for him to be more authentic and realistic. His attitude towards writing, his ability to fuse characters and actions, it was a successful way of creating a connection in the mind of the reader. The reader could relate to the characters and their actions, why they are doing so. A significant contributor to his writing style was his creation of Malguri. It's a stereotypical small town set in South India. So now let us talk about the town where most of his writings, R.K. Narayan's novels and short stories, are based. This place is called Malguri. Malguri is a fictional town. It's not a real town. We cannot find Malguri in the maps of India. It is conjured up by Narayan. He created a town in such a way that he added a historical background also, as if the place existed far back in the ancient days also. He related it to the Ramayana days, when it was noted that Lord Rama passed through this town. He also added that during Buddha's visits to different parts of India, he visited the town of Malgudi. So all this made all this information is so persuasive, so convincing, that Malgudi town actually exists in the minds of the reader as a real town, as not a fictional town. Malgudi towns form the setting of most of Narayan's work. We have already discussed this, that most of his novels and most of his short stories have taken place here. It is said to be the portmanteau of two Bangalore localities, Malleshwaram and Basavaguri. Malleshwaram and Basavaguri are two localities in the city of Bangalore. So Malgudi is said to be a portmanteau. The literal meaning of portmanteau is a suitcase where you keep the clothes, and if you open the suitcase, it has what? It has two parts, but it is a one thing. So similarly, Malgudi is a one place bearing the distinctive style qualities of different places of southern India. In this town, in this small town, he has combined the characteristics of the towns and villages of southern India, especially. So you will find the qualities of the Indian people, their life, their taste, their culture, very nicely depicted through the short stories. As I've already said, Malgudi is a fictional town. A fictional town located on the banks of the fictional river Sarayu. Now students, I would like to note that Sarayu is a river of great significance in the Indian mythology, and it really exists in the states of Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh. But here, why we use the word fictional river? Because Malgudi itself is a fictional town, and we don't find the Sarayu river or the Sarju river in the southern India. So he created, R.K. Narayan created Malgudi town as if a real town existed on the banks of the river Sarayu, and on the other side of the river there is the Mempi forest. Mempi forest houses many hills and caves. It has many wild animals, lions, tigers, buffaloes. So by now, I think all of you who have gone through this presentation is able to form an idea about the author and about the setting of the short stories that you all are reading now. Malgudi Days is a collection of 32 short stories, and all of these short stories are set in the fictional town of Malgudi. You are required to study or to read 6 stories out of these 32 short stories. So when you read these stories with the background of the town, keeping in mind the writing style of the author and also about the town, how the author has successfully depicted or captured the complex Indian life or the Indian society through the short stories, it will be easy for you to relate to the characters, to relate to the situations, to the different events, that take place in these stories. I hope this presentation will help you in some way. And I also hope that you all will grow a love for literature. So I'd like to sum up today. Thank you very much. Have a great day.